consider this. Gentlemen, envision a life where your happiness isn't chained to the affection others offer you, where those yearning glances, unanswered calls, and messages saying, "I'm thinking of you," no longer dictate your inner state. This isn't some distant dream, it's a reality you can embrace today. Stoicism, that timeless philosophy forged in ancient fires, imparts this very lesson. It grants us the power to discover profound inner peace and true contentment, no matter the storms raging outside. Yet, how does this connect to the desire for someone to truly miss your presence? In the arena of love and relationships, we men often yearn for attention and affection from others, convinced that external validation holds the key to our fulfillment. But Stoicism presents a contrasting path. It urges us to concentrate on self-mastery, forging emotional independence, and savoring the present moment without clinging. Through this, we naturally become more magnetic and, ironically, far more memorable to those around us. In this discussion today, we'll delve deeply into living and loving through the lens of Stoic wisdom, and how adopting these principles can transform your life and connections in ways you never anticipated. We'll uncover how to leave a lasting impression on others, not through manipulative tactics or calculated moves, but by embodying self-sufficiency and genuine self-contentment. Your encouragement means the world to us. As always, one straightforward yet impactful way to support is by hitting that subscribe button. This modest gesture aids us immensely. Remain with us through the entire session, for every segment is meticulously crafted to steer you toward a richer existence, aligned with authentic Stoic essence. On our quest for happiness and wholeness, it's all too easy to stumble into the snare of chasing approval from the outside world. We frequently measure our worth by how others react, opine, or pay heed to us, particularly in our closest bonds. But let me share this insight. There's a more robust and enduring route to joy. It's the Stoic way, guiding us to direct our energy toward what we can influence: our thoughts, deeds, and responses, while serenely accepting the uncontrollable, such as the feelings of those around us. This doesn't imply becoming cold or detached. Rather, it's recognizing that authentic fulfillment and self-worth spring from within, independent of others' approval or notice. Reflect on it. When we hinge our joy on whether someone misses or desires us, we surrender our power to them, becoming reactive to their actions or absences, leading to turbulent emotions. Stoicism equips us with the means to break free from that cycle by cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. We forge a resilient character, one that finds joy in personal growth and individual achievements. This doesn't mean isolating ourselves or ceasing to care for others. Stoicism doesn't promote emotional detachment, but fosters robust emotional endurance. It inspires us to build healthy, meaningful relationships grounded in mutual respect and understanding, not necessity or dependency. Moreover, by prioritizing our own development, we inherently become more appealing and captivating to others. People are drawn to those who exude confidence, passion for their pursuits, and contentment within themselves. Ironically, the less we fixate on making others miss us, the more it happens, as we're living our most authentic and exemplary lives. So, let's shift our focus from seeking validation to nurturing our inner world. Dedicate time to acquiring new skills, exploring fresh interests, and gaining deeper insight into ourselves and our core values. This path of self-improvement not only brings satisfaction, but also renders us admirable and, yes, more unforgettable to others. Remember, the aim of Stoicism isn't to suppress desires or deny the need for connection, but to remind us that our happiness and self-worth don't depend on them. By anchoring ourselves in Stoic principles, we can enjoy a life of true peace, fulfillment, and genuine freedom. Embrace the Stoic lifestyle, focus on self-perfection, and draw joy from within, for that's where real happiness originates. At the heart of Stoicism lies the understanding that our responses to external events are within our control, even if the events themselves are not. This principle bestows immense power, meaning we hold the key to our emotional state, offering a liberating sense of freedom. Emotional resilience in the Stoic sense isn't about numbing feelings or withdrawing from the world, but acknowledging emotions, comprehending them, and choosing not to let them dominate our actions. Stoics believe in concentrating on what we can control and releasing what we cannot. This isn't merely a tactic for inner calm, but a roadmap to sturdy emotional fortitude. When we stop letting external factors like others' behaviors or societal pressures disrupt our serenity, we cultivate a profound and practical self-mastery. This autonomy doesn't mean isolating oneself. On the contrary, it enables us to engage with the world from a position of strength and assurance. Ponder emotional resilience in the context of relationships. Stoicism teaches that, while we may love and care for others, our happiness should not hinge on their presence or acceptance. This perspective encourages us to form relationships built on mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than reliance or fear of solitude. By honing emotional endurance, we can savor deeper bonds without losing ourselves in them. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes living in harmony with nature, accepting life's changes, which bolsters our emotional strength. It reminds us that change is the only constant, and our ability to adapt to it measures our true power. This adaptability stems not from passivity, but from actively aligning with our values, goals, and the pursuit of virtue. So, how do we cultivate this independence and emotional resilience? It all begins with self-awareness, regularly reflecting on our thoughts, feelings, and reactions to life's challenges. It's practicing gratitude, staying present, and engaging in activities that resonate with our core principles. Above all, we must dare to question our perceptions, asking if our emotional responses are rooted in current reality or outdated beliefs. As we apply Stoic philosophy of the human experience, instead of viewing them as barriers to happiness, we can see them as opportunities for growth, forging resilience, and gaining deeper insight into life's complexities. The journey toward independence and emotional durability isn't solitary. It's enriched by the wisdom of those who came before. When we integrate Stoic principles into our lives, our capacity to experience joy, overcome adversity, and maintain balanced relationships grows exponentially. Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus frequently stressed the importance of living in accordance with our own nature and that of the universe. The essence is discerning what truly matters in life and devoting our efforts there. For Stoics, meaning isn't found in external success or the accumulation of wealth and fame, but in nurturing virtue, wisdom, and integrity. It's contributing to the common good, engaging with the community, and forging relationships based on respect and empathy. Crafting a meaningful life requires us to delve deeply into our inner selves, posing tough questions about who we are and what values we uphold. We must define our principles clearly and live by them, even amid challenges or when it's simpler to follow societal currents. Stoicism serves as a compass in this introspection, urging us not only to consider our actions but also the intentions behind them. Are we acting from virtue or merely craving external acclaim? Moreover, Stoicism teaches us about the impermanence of external conditions and the vital need to focus on what's within our control. This viewpoint frees us from the burden of trying to manage the unmanageable, channeling our energy where we can truly make a difference. Our attitudes, choices, and reactions to the world around us. In this manner, building a meaningful life isn't just about what we achieve, but how we live and the mindset we carry each day. Applying Stoic philosophy also means accepting that suffering and failure are natural parts of the human experience. Instead of viewing them as barriers to happiness, we can see them as opportunities for growth, forging resilience and gaining deeper insight into life's complexities. This doesn't mean seeking out pain, but finding meaning in overcoming it, learning from it, and advancing with a stronger spirit and more compassionate heart. In practice, crafting a meaningful life is a blend of daily small actions and grand gestures. It resides in the kindness we extend to others, the integrity we uphold in our work, and the passion we bring to our Sheffield, Massachusetts. It's in the moments we take to contemplate our place, ascendancy, practicing self-care, and nurturing connections with others. These actions, rooted in Stoic tenets, form the mosaic of a life worth living. Remember, the Stoic journey to a meaningful existence isn't a lone path, but one we tread together, supporting each other through shared wisdom and experiences. By basing our lives on Stoicism, we equip ourselves with tools not only to confront challenges, but to thrive amid them, discovering joy, purpose, and significance in every step. The early Stoics realized that much of our frustration, anxiety, and even despair stems from attempting to control the uncontrollable. We often expend vast energy trying to shape circumstances, outcomes, and even people to our will. Though ultimately, many things lie beyond our grasp, this realization isn't meant to discourage us, but to liberate us from self-imposed chains that bind us to unattainable expectations. Embracing Stoicism's teaching on releasing the desire for control doesn't mean becoming a spectator in our own lives. Instead, it's redirecting our efforts to where we hold true sway, our inner realm, there, in the domain of perceptions, decisions, and responses. We possess real authority. In that space, we can cultivate virtues like patience, understanding, and fortitude. There, we can uncover peace. Releasing control in the Stoic sense means profoundly accepting the natural flow of events. It's drawing a clear line between our efforts and their outcomes, acknowledging that while we can influence the former, the latter often escapes direct command. This doesn't diminish the value of striving but places it in a healthier perspective. When we align our actions with personal values and detach from specific results, we live life fully. Furthermore, Stoic doctrine invites us to view each moment as a chance to practice acceptance and cultivate wisdom. It calls us to examine our deep-seated beliefs about control, success, and security. Through this, we often discover that real strength lies not in commanding the external world, but in mastering our internal one. Indeed, letting go of the urge to control is embracing flexibility and adaptability, opening ourselves to surprises, summoning courage, to face uncertainties with a calm mind and an open heart. It's learning to meet life's challenges with grace, seeing them as stepping stones for growth and self-discovery. As we weave this Stoic principle into our daily existence, we notice deeper relationships, reduced stress, and heightened appreciation for the present. We come to understand that control isn't the key to happiness. Balance, acceptance, and inner harmony are what truly matter. Releasing the craving for control in the Stoic way isn't forfeiting power, but reclaiming it in its most potent form. It's a journey toward inner liberty, marking a profound shift in how we perceive and interact with the world. As we embark on this path, we find life not dominated by the external validation of control, but by the internal affirmation of peace, resilience, and a deeply purposeful existence. As we conclude this exploration of Stoicism and its profound lessons, it's evident that this ancient philosophy is more than a set of rules. It's a way of being, intertwined with wisdom, perseverance, and serenity. Stoicism guides us to focus on what truly counts, helping us navigate life's tempests with grace and composure. The exercises and practices discussed are not abstract ideas, but practical instruments to integrate into everyday life, turning obstacles into avenues for development and deeper understanding. By adopting Stoicism, we not only learn to release outcomes beyond our grasp, but also to cherish and fully inhabit each present moment, recognizing the beauty and simplicity and fostering connections rich in meaning and virtue. It's about constructing an unshakable inner sanctuary amid external chaos. The Stoic path doesn't promise a life free of sorrow or hardship, but something far more valuable: the strength to confront adversity with courage, the wisdom to choose actions aligned with virtue, and the tranquility to accept what cannot be altered. Stoicism teaches that although we cannot command the outer world, we always govern our perceptions, decisions, and reactions. When we infuse Stoic philosophy into our lives, our views on happiness, success, and fulfillment evolve. We realize that true contentment arises not from external acclaim or material gains, but from living in harmony with our deepest values and virtues. And in this realization lies the key to a life of profound meaning and abundant joy. Thank you for joining me on this journey at Stoic Journal, where ancient wisdom merges with modern living. Let's continue to explore and grow together. For more profound insights, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. Until next time, remember that the inward journey is the most crucial one in a man's life.